game for third at the XiaoY Cup number 7. It is Xi versus Sini. On paper, a Night Elf mirror, but Sini is switching to Orc. There we go. Double, or both players are Chinese. Yeah, some bug with Xi here. I don't really know where this comes from. So with that bug, let's go into the game. It is Xi in the upper right. In the red. There we go. Little. I don't know why this happens, but doesn't matter. Keeper first for Xi. And on the Orc side, we see a Blade Master for Sini with a 1 burrow shop barracks tech. So no super fast tech by skipping anything. Except the second burrow, maybe. And normal creeping here on Concealed Hill. One of the new maps that got into the map pool. Like, we didn't only have new balance patches, but also a map rotation, which is so cool and so refreshing to see. Did he deny this? Yep! It continues, guys! Not only PCG, but also Xi killing his own creeps now.
A player's forces are under attack.
Thank you, Moostrip, for the sub. Claws of attack for the Blade Master. That's great. And so, with a Keeper not level 2, he doesn't have Entangle. And that's the best thing that can happen to you if you're a Blade Master player. Just be able to roam around freely. That you don't have to care about Entangle. And that delays the harass of this Keeper a little, because he's aware that, okay, if the Blade Master gets close to me, then I really don't have a chance in close combat. But, right, he was aiming for the Tome of Experience, which he didn't find. Ring of Protection is decent against the Blade Master, I guess. But now he has level 2, and now he has Entangle. There's a tier 2 coming for Sini with an early burrow, or early second burrow, which is rare to see so many grunts early on. Again, Huntress play by Xi with Ultra Vision immediately. This is yeah, quite impactful as he gets owls against the Blade Master. Especially on this map, we've seen very aggressive Blade Masters being a key to victory. But I don't know if Sini is capable of doing that. He has to take care of his grunts. Like, he will have a few of them for better creeping, which I like. As an Orc, I think you have to focus on your levels. Because high-level Orc heroes win you the game. You just, quote-unquote, have to win or survive the early and mid-game, but then there's Mountain Giants maybe. So this matchup is really rough, and without using too much mana, he is losing this one grunt already, without denying that the Blade Master is nowhere near, or is he? That would be... Oh, Speed Scroll even! Comes in with the block! And... Whoa, this comes as a big surprise to me. I thought that was that would be a guaranteed kill. Oh, colors are swapped, sorry. There we go. And that's the... Oh! Ho, ho, ho. Did he... Yeah, the Huntress woke up the creeps. And they killed the Grunt here. So at least the Grunt is gone. No additional experience, though, for the Keeper. But nice little move by Xi. So, Beastery and Totem for Raider Walker, Shadowhunter second, normal stuff. But Xi has complete map control now with Entangle, Treants, and Huntress, and the Owls everywhere. So he can go for the expansion. It's a very normal spot to build it on. But the Blade Master, does he find it? He has claws, he has a circlet, he's not going for it though. That would have been an easy cancel. But he wants something else, but I don't know what actually. He can't enter this base. And lores are coming in the back. decent building positioning by Shishi. One lore is exposed, but he builds it as the Blade Master is gone, so that will be safe as well. Treant is scouting the main. Sees, okay, just normal stuff. I don't have to fear for Wyvern or anything. And as I said, like, orcs need levels more than anything nowadays. I mean, an inventory is great, especially for the Shadow Hunter, which I think is way more important than the Blade Master inventory these days. But you need to have them at least level 3. And sending the Blade Master away here, I don't really know if I like that choice. Because on especially bigger maps, as Concealed Hill is, you need to have the Windwalk on level 2. Alchemist, the best friend of the Keeper, coming in, and this is gonna be a creep jack. Thanks to the Owl, he knows exactly what's up. And he storms in with 4 Huntress and the Acid Bomb Speed Scroll being used, but there can be a nice block on those grunts. Saves them anyway. Not using an Entangle here. First Walker is coming in for the Spirit Link and some magic damage, but here's the Entangle, here's the kill. Second grunt dead, that's 400 gold already. And that's the difficulty for orcs on this level. So Expo up, lore safe, stays at tier 2, going Nature's Blessing. This game goes almost flawlessly for Shishi thus far. He has the level 3 Keeper, which is also very important. He has a level advantage, he will have an Echo advantage soon. He is up against Ensnare and Dispel though. And also additional mana regen. Using an Ensnare here for the illusion, interesting. He bought the staff, but he didn't use it, so it's an interesting Blade Master play to say the least. Like sometimes sending the Blade Master away, now creeping with him again. This looks like he doesn't have a clear game plan to me, or at least not a clear creep plan. 2 claws of attack, one of them +9. This is great, but not going into crit anymore, as you all know. First Dryads for Shishi. This opens up the Red Drake as he pulls him away from the health fountain. Okay, Blade Master sees the lore. That's a nice opening for him. A Peon could go for the counter expansion. It's quite dangerous. 3 Raiders though. No pillage just yet, but a lot of damage, and killing a production building is so key. I feel like oftentimes most players don't realize that. Sini has a great timing for this one. Town Portal home. Expo coming up. Serpent Wards very early. But Acid Bomb Entangle. Oh, Dispels against it actually. And a Speed Scroll. The Speed Scrolls in general, like all 3 of them, were really well used by Sini. Blade Master's getting another heal scroll. Steals it from Shishi's side. Devotion Aura only, Rig of Protection helps the Alchemist, but that's about it. Now the Blade Master's coming in, and immediately Shishi turns around. 2 Ensnares on these Hunters who will both fall. Dispel, oh, was a little bit too late. Can't dispel against the Treants. He has to use another one. 2 Hunters for 1 Raider is a decent trade. He has to break through this front line first to be able to attack the Dryads in the back, so that's nice. Double level up here on the Alchemist, who's level 3 already. This Acid Bomb was big. Saving Raiders here. Disabling the Blade Master, who has no healing anymore. But 1 more heal scroll. Blade Master going for an invul. He doesn't have the... Okay, now he has the gold. And he's level 3. This doesn't look too bad actually, but he has to go for the invul here. He wanted to use it once the Ensnare was on. It was just to dispel, I guess. More Raiders fall. Shishi's not kiting in the best way possible. And the Blade Master, whoa, he's in danger of dying! Invo potion right at the time. And Sini gets a lot of kills. Is there a staff? Yes, there is. Another Ensnare. stays in this fight for now. Another end snare. Blade Master's coming in with a backstab. And uh-oh, there's no invul anymore. But he gets rid of it. Intense fight in the middle of concealed hills. And now it's time for an expo. That will take forever though. But so many kills, like no frontline anymore for XiaoY. And thank you, Paralon, for the 6-month resub, saying, hey yo, hey yo. XiaoY has 2 gold mines now. And goes tier 3. Rebuild the Engine of Lore. Already a big part in why Sini is looking good in this game is the kill of the lore. Like, imagine having a second production building, then it would be a lot more dryads in that fight and a lot more damage and a lot more control. Maybe faster dispel as well.
A town is under siege.
But Sini knows. Sees that the expansion's up for quite some time. Distracting a little, but giving away his position. Giving the rat spot number 2 to XiaoY as well. Good anti-air, of course, with all the dryads. Uses the health fountain a little. More scouting with the treants, and you will see that expansion at 60%. And it's not possible to portal to a building in construction, so he doesn't have a town portal even. He has to run at some point. Ooh, that's a lot of treants. And they're not about to expire.
Forces are under attack.
That should be the kill right here. But he's going for the counterattack. Of course, if he kills the tree, which is already done, it's better. He has to cancel this. He has to cancel this. He didn't. All the gold gone. Sini, what are you doing? Massive mistake. Scourge Bone Chime's also not the greatest. And of course, here comes XiaoY with wisps. Nice detonate against the treants, but how does it work if the walkers have no mana? If the Shadow Hunter has no mana? Oh, that was a massive mistake. Brings in peons to the fight now. Double beastery for more raiders. Here we go. First 2 mountain giants though. 1-2 tech already. At this point you still can ignore them. But I think the next round... Oh, it's actually going for upgrades first. It's 60 supply, 1000 gold. Here come the dispels. But good end snares in good position for the walkers. He's taking out a lot of the wisp before detonating. This one hit. Shadow Hunter still at 200 though. Of course, chat, you like to laugh about mistakes and stuff and ridicule them. But I think mistakes make for interesting games. And this is exactly what we have here. A massive amount of raiders for Sini. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. In a 50 supply army. That's very unusual. So here we go. Next fight. Chemical Rage. No heal spray. Acid Bomb, of course, makes the raiders melt. Level up on level 4 already. Going for the Alchemist. But he has a lot of armor, actually, with the Ring of Protection +2. And the Blade Master has to use the invul. It's an all-in attack on the tree, as it seems. But XiaoY is blocking the surface quite well. Raiders still able to go for this. But it's an invitation to the Acid Bomb. Nice staff on the Dryad. Saving it. The Blade Master, though. There's Taunt being used. He's back into this fight. Where's the next heal wave? He needs this heal wave. He doesn't have one. GG. That was an all-in attempt that didn't work at all. So XiaoY, with less mistakes and just a stable army and a stable game, is able to take this game and making it a 1-0. Sini, man, it looked decent for him at some points, but just too many mistakes. It's kind of the theme of the day, I think. Thank you, 3.2 for the 6-month resub. The end of the year with Warcraft 3. So nice, less than 3. Next map is Last Refuge. Yeah, I mean, exposing your expansion like this, it's such an easy cancel if the keeper is high level. Just use a bunch of treants and just kick it, because the expansion takes too long. Maybe if he saves that money or invests the money into army and then goes for the push. I think Sini's game in general was very indecisive. As I pointed out before, sometimes sending the Blade Master away to rush level 3 Shadowhunter, then putting the Blade Master back into the army to get level 3 BM, then harassing a little, then retreat, then push with the entire army. I don't know, man. That didn't feel too well thought out. I have a little question. Are there still clans in Warcraft 3 who would teach a noob like me how to play this game? Panpoleon, this is for you. Wait. There are no clans really, but there's a Discord if you're familiar with that. Just join http gym.backtowarcraft.com. That's the Discord where people teach new players, and they do a great job in just explaining stuff to you, helping you to get better. Meet some people who are at the same skill level as you, and just have fun practicing. And that Discord is really good. Thank you, Floss, and all the others who do a great job there. So, 1-0 for Joshishi. He could get the bronze medal if he wins the next game as well. Stays in the red trunks. And here we have our game. On, as I said, Last Refuge. Sini has to stick to Orc with this. So we see a Keeper of the Grove again by Shishi, and what is this? It's an Engine of War next to the Null Camp. That is something very unusual. Shishi playing very different here today in the last cast of the year. And what is Sini doing? Again, the dual burrow, this time even no shop build. So once again more grunts. I'm not too sure if that's the right thing to do. If you stay on your side of the base and creep, yes, it's good. And in the last game, he went out to the middle of the map, and you just can't afford that anymore as Orc at the moment. We'll see. Blade Master goes out hunting, but he won't find his opponent where he expects him. Like, or he knows him from latter games, but this will not be scouted, I think. Not at all. There is repair, there's treants. That's a pretty good one. I mean, the Blade Master can steal experience here off the side of Joshishi, but this is a way bigger camp. Not so sure about the item. Gloves of Haste doesn't help too much Reju Potion does, especially in the absence of a shop. Tech is still fine at 2 minutes 45, even a little faster. XiaoY again with the Huntress transition. Oh, Blade Master steals this as well. So he prevents the Keeper from level 2, and this is exactly what I said in game number 1. Like, no entangle, and the Blade Master can basically do whatever he wants. Stealing the Sentry Wards as well. So many two consumables now for him to use, using the replenishment right before the Windwalk. So he's not detectable at the moment because there's no dust. He doesn't want to go for the laboratory that early, and he stole the Watcher Wards. So very, very helpful for Sini. Oh, he just dodged the backstep damage with Shadow Melt. Alright, but he exposes the Archer thanks to the ward. But that's kind of a ward used for an Archer that you don't get the experience from. Of course, you see when the Night Elf is coming into your base here, but usually you should have that covered anyway. It is level 2 though. It is, and again, an expansion. But this Ancient of War is completely out of position. It's in the middle of the map.
A player's forces are under
It doesn't
attack.
really matter where XiaoY is going. His reinforcements will be late. Except if he's pushing an upcoming expansion or something. Thank you, Nerto, for the big €50 donation. Thank you for amazing... thank you for an amazing Warcraft year. Best casters. Thank you so much. That will, thank you so much. You're following us throughout the past few years, and it's great to see that you are not leaving us. Thank you.
Players' forces are under attack.
Sini saw this expansion now compared to last game. Everything is going a little better than it was last game. Has the vision now, so he sees when the tree is moving over. What are the grunts doing, by the way? Oh, they're getting caught. Only losing one most likely to this entangle. But he's stealing more experience, and I think that's fine. Compare the progress of this Blade Master to the last game. He got so much done. Also thanks to XiaoY's movement. But also his steal was pretty damn great. There he has level 3. And Last Refuge is one of the bigger maps in the pool. So having the level 2 Windwalk here is great. Thank you, Blemish, for the sub. So one grunt for level 3 is fine. Oh, that's a little trap. But he's okay, now he's exposing the Huntress. But he has the owl ready. He moved out of the way before the owl was there. So he can continue to creep with the Shadow Hunter this time. What's his plan now? Oh, we have a Spirit Lodge. We have a Spirit Lodge and a War Mill. So this is Shaman. Not scouted yet, I think. Is this Lin's Lightning Shield build? The nice, more experience. I don't think XiaoY can afford this. Another grunt is dying, though. Oh, he's out healing him. He seriously is out healing him with the priest. Okay, that took forever. Blade Master's tanking the spot alone. There's Boots of Quel'Thalas, one of the best items in the Blade Master you can possibly find. And yeah, here we go, man. Shaman grunts. But he has to survive this push. It's a lot of Huntress here. He gets the Mercenaries. He's going for the Keeper of the Grove, which is the best thing you can do to force a town portal before losing too much, especially infrastructure in your base. No losses for XiaoY and bought time for this expansion. But the Mercenary is open now. Reinforced Defenses is coming. Shaman for Dispel and Slow. Tier 2 for XiaoY now as well. Second Engine of War, but this one is so far away. Moonglaive upgrade is coming, but especially if Sini is containing this expansion. Reinforcements will be easy to get. Invo Potion has to be triggered here to not get entangled again. He has to evacuate. He has a Scroll of Healing, so that's fine, but it's just too much at the moment. So Reinforced Defenses is ready. Shaman upgrade not started yet, and it's XiaoY's time to gather resources, to break upkeep maybe. But he's not going into Lores this time, despite having the Huntress Hall. So it's just tier 1. Hunts, maybe Glaives coming. No, improved bows. I like archers against the Shaman play. They take less damage from the lightning shield. You can spread them, their range. Shadowhunter is not level 3, that's an issue. Alchemist only level 1 though, but we do have a Scroll of the Beast. Wow, that hurts. And a Scroll of Healing against the Lightning Shield. That's pretty good. Shop is coming up in the back. Is he tower rushing him? Yes! Watchtowers, ladies and gentlemen. This Engine of War is dead immediately. There's no Raiders though, so not so much siege damage here. Ogre for some protection. Can he knock down this tree? No, I don't think so. So there is no Lightning Shield, but Purge. So slow and Dispel. Oh, this Blade Master. Does he have an invul? Yes, he does. Going hard for the Alchemist, who's only level 1. No no Ring of Protection. Invo Potion use level up saves him. Oh my god. And there he has Chemical Rage. He can walk away. That was brutal. Getting back the Blade Master into the backline of the army. Shadowhunter is completely without mana at the moment though. But he's fortifying this position. The towers are almost up. The Hunters are super low. He used the Scroll of the Beast already. And the Scroll of Healing. This is looking good for Sini. Even though he has super low supply, the towers are up. And they are in range of this Engine of War. XiaoY is reacting with Glaive Throwers. But I'm not sure if they can come through. Acid Bomb on the Shadowhunter. He needs more healing. He needs more mana. Needs the clarities. Goes shopping now. Blade Master's almost full health. Level 2 critical strike. And XiaoY has to engage. But into this, I don't know if that's possible, man. Oh, the Shadowhunter! A key part of this army is gone. There's gonna be a lot of kills on the Huntress, but he's evacuating with the Alchemist, so it's a 1-for-nothing trade on heroes. He got 2 Huntresses though, and he gets the Engine of War, but not before the Glaive Thrower is out. Everything is red. It's one Blade Master to rule them all once again. And Tangle comes in, dispels it immediately with the Purge. Oh, what a game on a knife's edge, and it's literally the Blade Master's knife. But there's so much... There's no entangle, so he can run away again. But the towers are here in range of the Entangled Goldmine. But what to do against this Glaive Thrower? He needs to repair. XiaoY is not mining from this here. Diving a little. With the Blade Master as well. Massive damage. And so the siege unit is gone, and the towers can do whatever they want. Well executed. Shop comes up in the back. This is so far away. Shadowhunter coming, and now we see the Lightning Shield upgrade for more mana regeneration, and of course the Lightning Shield. Not spending money on more towers. It's just units, I guess. Alchemist with an Invo Potion and Heal Scroll. But he's going for that mine. Keeper is level 4. More summons. Alchemist is still in a little bit of trouble. Okay, now the Glaive Thrower is back. Engine Protectors are coming. Engine of War is coming. Maybe he needs a Demolisher of his own? Because he's constantly repairing against this damage, and it doesn't cost anything. Because the Entangled Goldmine doesn't cost anything, the repair doesn't cost anything. And so he's basically accomplishing nothing except 3 Wisps are busy. And that's not good. Shadowhunter is coming back. Of course he doesn't want to engage. Oh, this Acid Bomb. No healing against it. He's diving for the glaive thrower again. Oh, this perch was good. Entangle, dispelled, big critical strike, Invo Potion triggered. So he got rid of that one, but he walked into a nice acid bomb. Shadow Hunter is level 3, got a lot of mana on his way down. Going for the hunt now, but of course you can just pull the wisp out of the mine. Will decrease his income a little bit, but XiaoY is stabilizing. Lots of glaive throwers queued. Sini is doing a good job in singling them out. Always risk a little with the movement of the Blade Master. He's actually getting this. Whoa, with the addition of a Demolisher. That is an interesting game we have to our hands here. He's canceling it again. But 2-0 glaive throwers. Needs to do something against them. Where's the repair? Not coming. There's a limited time window here for Sini, I guess. Tower falls. No perch this time. Getting entangled immediately. There's the perch. And another perch on the glaive thrower, so you can micro him out. Chemical Rage for mass damage. This, I think it's too many glaive throwers. And not enough healing. Mana potion used and clarity. Sini is losing this position here. As long as the shop is up, I think it's still fine. More Demolishers. And damage upgrades as well. He keeps the mine down. Don't forget about that. XiaoY is not mining from this expansive expansion. Thank you, Rampalicious, for the sub. Blade Master going to the shop, getting a heal scroll. Oh, but the tower falls. 3 glaives, 4 glaives. The Blade Master's level 5, 4.6. Oh, but he's walking like good kiting by XiaoY. Always have the glaive throwers doing some damage, the casters are splattering against it, but now it's time for the Blade Master to clean this. The critical strikes are almost insta-gips against this glaive thrower, so he's down to 2. Oh, and the creeps are woken. Going for the keeper, and Sini realizing this big potion being used. Nice engagement. Oh, the creeps are backstepping XiaoY so hard. 2 more glaive throwers dead. Almost walks into the Orc army with another one. Big, 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 big losses. This Serpent Ward, so good. And the Alchemist now, another potion being used. He is fighting toe-to-toe with the blade, and he should do that with critical strike level 2. That's the kill. No acid bomb anymore. XiaoY is so falling apart. He's going for the towers to be able to attack the tree then later. Just has to run away now. Perch on the 1 treant, on the 2nd treant, on the 3rd treant. Does he have that much mana? Interesting. Oh, the creeps, man. If we get a game 3 here, it's mostly due to the creeps. Level 5 PM. Hello, level 3 crit. Mercenaries as well. Oh, this Berserker. XiaoY is abandoning the expansion as the Demolishers did a phenomenal job. What a tug of war. For whatever reason the creeps attacked. I would love to look it up and rewind a little. But that was disastrous. He lost all but 1 production building. He lost the expansion. Phew, that's rough. And so much experience as well. Close to 4 SH. Mana potion, heal potion, invul potion. Not too much mana on the shaman though. And XiaoY is now going to tier 3. Another... Oh, actually not a steal. Yeah, I think Janitor Shishi is just cleaning this up now. Alchemist is back. Keeper is blocking himself a little. Got the Ankh, which is nice. Trying to get lures up now for Mountain Giants, but... Oh, this speed scroll. Interesting. Grunts find the archers in the back and just annihilate them. Shop is gone. The siege damage is too much. What did he get? Oh, little miss movement here. Miss micro by Sini. Blade Master still out of the fight. Snake sticks everywhere. Still at 50 food. GG. Oh man, what a game. A Shaman Tower Rush caught Shishi by surprise after, well, the early game actually wasn't too good. Like, this level 3 Blade Master did so much for the orc. Scouting, damage, movement, stealing, everything. And that's why we get a game 3. I mean, the mercenary camp, yep, was certainly interesting. Did you see why that happened? Was it triggered by Sini? He walked his keeper into... Oh, okay, then it's his own fault. Thank you, Sias. Didn't really pay attention to that. Or a rally point. Okay. So it was his own mistake and not a bug. That's cool. Yeah, that was like... He lost 15 supply after this. But Sini saw it and capitalized from it and just slaughtered him. Absolutely slaughtered him. And so we get our game 3. It's Echo Isles once again. Shishi will most likely not go for the Warden again, as it didn't work out too well in his semi-final against PCG. But you know, Warden against Orc. I think only Lawliot does this. After this game, by the way, we have our grand final of PCG versus Colorful. Do people use custom keys in tournaments? Yes. I think since forever. It's not like in Brood War where you have to stick to the original layout. You can do whatever you want. You can also use your mouse buttons and stuff. It's all allowed in Warcraft. What accent do you have? I am German. And I think you hear that a little, yes? My German accent? It's not as bad as some of my countrymen, but... people tend to point that out recently. Ja, ja! Korrekt! Alright, let's go! This is game 3. It's a decision in the game for third, in the game for bronze. And again... Oh! What the hell? I kind of missed that, but we have a big €100 donation by Warcraft 3 Rocks. Thank you for everything you and Remo do for Warcraft 3 and its community. Whew, shaking a little reading this and seeing this. What a start to this game. Warcraft 3 Rocks, thank you so much for following and watching and liking everything we do on Twitter and retweeting so much. That's such a big help, honestly. And of course, this donation, man. Warcraft 3 rocks, but you do rock as well. Thank you very, very, very much. So... Keeper of the Grove first, and he's going for the Engine of War creep again. And Sini is mixing things up with a Farseer. Old school play here. Wolves and once again double Burrow Grunts. Again no shop. This is quite risky because the Wolves can almost single-handedly be dispelled by wisps. Not one shot, but you know, with a few keeper hits, they die. And you don't have that much control as you have with the Blade Master, especially on Echo Alt with all the claws that we have.
A player's forces are under attack.
Still recovering from this donation here. What the fuck? We do have another 100 euro donation by esl-radio. Keep up the good work, my dude.
A player's forces
I'm trying. You make it a little harder than it usually is. Thank you. Thank you. 2019 is gonna be great because of guys like you. So, Keeper got level 2 in a bit, got the Claws +9, which is certainly helpful against wolves.
A player's forces are under attack.
Expo again, like Shishi... Oh, actually not with the Huntress Hall this time. Just going straight for an expansion against wolves and lots of grunts. It's interesting, I guess. Tech as well, though. It's a little harder to push the expansion here. It's so far away. With towers, maybe. But we'll see if he does it again. Interesting creep route by Sini as well. Like, I haven't seen this before too much, but it's... I think it's understandable if you do it because of the Shadow Priest. A Chain Lightning against... I guess it doesn't matter if it's detonated the mana or if you use a Chain Lightning for it. Here comes the Keeper, though, with Treants. Can he get the big Renegade, or does he have to abandon it? Oh, Shishi is wrapping around. Nice kill on the Shadow Priest right away. So this Renegade should belong to Shishi, and with that, he has two of the biggest creep spots on this map, both for him. Chain Lightning kills the other Shadow Priest as well, so there's not much healing. But, you know, you have Moonwell, so that should be fine.
A player's forces are under attack.
Renegade Wizard's still up. Tech is on the way. Expo 80% done. So he doesn't have mana for the wolves, so he has to wait for some reinforcements. He needs this Renegade. Wow, just 2 100 euro donation in 5 minutes.
Players' forces are under attack.
Kind of hard to progress still. So this is level 3 for the Keeper. Good that Shishi takes the time, but of course he had to run all the way over. But at the same time, Sini wasn't able to do anything too big. He got the Renegade now, but that entire mercenary camp spot took forever. And he has a Pendant of Energy. Certainly good. I'm pretty sure he'll go for TC second. You don't see anything like it yet. But Shishi is in a good position. Of course it is. Level 3 Keeper. Expo is almost there. Tech is almost there. Huntress Hall is in time. This time he will not go for mass Huntress into Glaives, but most likely Mountain Giants again. Whoa. Farseer Alchemist? Sini has some interesting ideas in this matchup. Plus Pillage? Without a Bestiary? And 2 grunts? What is this? So lords get cancelled. That's easy. Okay, 3 grunts now. Pillage is not done. Can he break this with Chain Lightning Acid Bomb? I don't know. Wolves level 2. Of course, we get an Alchemist on Shishi's side as well. Like, the double AoE should be really good against Workers and Wisps, but He's losing his summons.
Players
He's losing
forces
some
are
time as XiaoY is starting mining soon. But it's a good timing since this expansion has not paid off at all. So I like what he does with this tavern hero. Killing the shop. Does he have... Okay, he does have clarities. Good purchase by XiaoY. And it's still so hard to play against this entangle. Ring of Protection, really good. And it really is Acid Bomb. No heal spray. And no ensnare, no control. Kind of easy. Kind of not easy to stay focused. Kind of easy to run away and find a good position. Treants are all gone now. But everything is hurt. Battle of the Alchemists here. Huntress are coming in. But the Grunts are also about to die. Or just imagine heal spray right now. Can he get the kill? There's no mana anymore for Chain Lightning. And this Alchemist dies to the Entangle. Not denied as well. Level 3 for the Keeper. And the Huntress dies. The other Alchemist is getting away. And another 100 euro donation. Again by XiaoY. Always a pleasure listening to your casts. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well. And hopefully you have a happy new year. Alchemist dies, but whoa. Sorry, I can't ignore something like this. I tried during the fight, which... All the best, XiaoY. And I promise to not let you down in 2019. That's... yeah. Yeah. I can assure that. So we have Wyvern now. Which has a big impact in terms of damage. But there's no ensnare and no purge and no nothing. No hacks.
A player's forces are
So
under attack.
you won't do too much with those Wyvern as they aren't that fast. You also lack like a TC aura to be able to make them work. But is he going tier 3? No. But the combo of Acid Bomb and Wyvern right clicks on paper are really good. Experience and big invul to Sini. 3 Wyvern now. I mean, everything almost is unarmored. So it's a good damage type here. And for some time, XiaoY will have to run away.
A player's
But he's
forces
going
are under
archers.
attack.
On tier 2 only though, so no marksmanship. Interesting. Big acid bomb into the flying units. Thank you, Psytro, to gifting a sub to XiaoY. He deserved that for sure. Thank you. Oh, the Wyvern take a lot of damage. One is dying. He killed one unit in the process though. But here's an entangle. There's Chemical Rage Alchemist. XiaoY is doing a good job in dealing damage to Sini's army. Close to level 4 fast here, but what is it really worth? Especially against Mass Dryads. Like, Chain Lightning doesn't do anything and the Wolves are getting dispelled as well. Is my internet wrecking me or is the stream losing frames, I wonder? My OBS says 0 dropped frames, so unfortunately it's you. And I can't help with that. XiaoY? It's XiaoY? Then apologize for butchering your name.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, here we go. And this is... it's only 3 Wyvern, but he takes care of the anti-air quite a bit. He's also losing a lot in the process here, actually. But, man, Sini's damage, I kind of underestimated that. Has to take care of his Alchemist, but he does. And now going for the Keeper. He does have a Town Portal, but you don't want to expose your expansion like this. And now a Kingdom for an Ensnare, right? Muddy the Mud Golem comes in, but it's immediately killed by Sini. 4.5 Farseer, more Wyvern. Or 5 Wyvern now, but this Acid Bomb, so good! And he has to TP out before losing all the Wyvern. 1 dies, another Acid Bomb. Okay, Sini's Expo is still up. XiaoY's Expo is still up. Focus on the game? Alright, I will. I try. No counter expansion at all, and not too much damage against the buildings here as well. It's nicely fortified by having the support of the Moonwell and the instant reinforcements. But it's also squishy. I wonder... Can he get to a critical mass of Wyverns somehow? Still not going tier 3 might be a mistake. There's no dispel. Wolves are getting dispelled easily. He's only going archers, right? He stopped Dryad production for quite a bit. That gives him level 3. Armor -5. -4, sorry. Thank you, Herr Wusel, for the 11-month resub. So here we go. Acid bomb again. Chain lightning against the archers. If you can follow up with an acid bomb, that's gonna be insane damage, but there's also insane damage on these wyvern. Ay, 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 ay. One is down. The second one is about to fall. This alchemist with chemical rage is dealing so much damage. Here comes the heal scroll, but only for so long. Has to kind of evacuate here. He's going into the back line now with this alchemist who has an invo potion. Should be freeing himself from the entangle as there is no other dispel. Oh my god. He's not allowed to lose these wyvern, but he taps out anyway. And that's GG, and Shishi claims 3rd place in the XiaoY Cup 7. Whew. That didn't work at all. Like, this wyvern play, I don't see the reason for it, really. Shishi adapting well to the archers, I guess. To be honest, I couldn't focus too much on the game. I was a little distracted. Question in chat, how can the alchemist hit air? There is a little goblin on his back who throws bottles into the air. That's the reason. Yeah, I really like the idea of Sini in game 2 with the shaman. That was really cool. Got a little help from the creeps, but in general played it nicely. On game 3, or in game 3 on Echo Isles, the Farseer, I don't know, man. Against Night Elf, I don't know. But was an entertaining series, went back and forth. We have one more for you, and that's the grand final. It's a best of 5 between Colorful and PCG. 1, 2, 3 for $150. We take a little break, and then we're back here. Back to Warcraft XiaoY Cup 7. Stay tuned.
Hello, I'm Prado, and you are watching stream Back to Warcraft.